8th Pay Commission Salary Calculator, Level 3 GP-2000 hike explained India News. The 8th Pay Commission Salary Calculator, a deep dive into your future pay. Imagine this, you're an employee at Level 3, and your question is no longer how much will I earn, but how much will my salary increase? The 8th Pay Commission has finally reached its final phase, and now the focus is on your paycheck. Whether you're in the bustling city of Mumbai or a quieter town, the new salary rules could reshape your income. Let's break down what you need to know. Why the 8th Pay Commission matters. The 8th Pay Commission, which was initially announced in 2020, is now in its final phase. This means the time is right to explore the implications for employees. For those working at Level 3, the question is not just about a raise, it's about how much you'll earn after accounting for adjustments like the fitment factor, house rent allowance, HRA, and travel allowance, TA. The answer lies in the calculation, which depends on how the Commission decides to adjust your pay. What's the fitment factor? The fitment factor is a crucial component of your basic salary. In the 7th Pay Commission, it was set at 2.57, which pushed the minimum salary from 7,000 rupees to 18,000 rupees. However, the 8th Pay Commission has introduced more variability, with estimates ranging from 1.92 to 2.86. This means your new salary could be significantly higher or lower depending on how the Commission chooses to adjust it. While some reports suggest keeping the factor around 1.90 or 1.92, the official decision is still pending. Your estimated salary, a closer look. Here's a breakdown of your potential new salary based on the 1.92 fitment factor. Pay level: basic pay, 7 CPC, revised basic pay, with 1.92, HRATA total gross salary and net salary, in hand. Level 3, 21,700 Indian rupees, 41,664 Indian rupees, 12,499 Indian rupees, 3,600 Indian rupees, 57,763 Indian rupees, 53,347 Indian rupees. Key calculations. Your revised basic pay is calculated by multiplying your current basic pay by the fitment factor. For example, 21,700 Indian rupees times 1.92 equals 41,664 Indian rupees. However, the fitment factor is not yet finalized, so this is just an estimate. The inclusion of HRA and TA adds to your total, but deductions like NPS and CGHS contribute to your net salary. What's next? The 8th Pay Commission's final recommendations are expected to be released soon. Until then, the calculations remain speculative. Some experts argue that a fitment factor of 1.92 is a reasonable increase, while others believe it may be too low. Will your salary see a significant jump, or will the Commission choose a different path? The answer depends on the official decision. A cautionary note. While the estimated figures are promising, remember that the actual salary hike will only be confirmed after the Commission's official announcement. The calculation here is based on assumptions, and real-world outcomes could vary. Still, the math suggests a substantial increase, especially if the fitment factor rises above 1.92. Final thoughts. Whether the 8th Pay Commission brings a welcome boost or leaves you wondering, the key takeaway is clear: your salary is evolving. As the Commission moves closer to its final decision, the focus remains on your future earnings. What do you think? Will the new pay scale deliver on its promises, or will it be another year of waiting for clarity? 8th Pay Commission revised salary estimates: higher pay, HRA, TA, NPS, CGHS will change. Are you currently earning a grade pay of 2,400, 4,200, 4,800, 7,600, or 8,700? The 8th Pay Commission's revised salary estimates might significantly impact your take-home pay, HRA, TA, NPS, and CGHS contributions. Let's dive into how these changes could affect your earnings based on fitment factors of 1.92 and 2.57. To begin with, we'll consider the highest possible ranges for HRA and TA. For HRA, we're assuming a rate of 24% of the basic salary applicable to X-class cities, which offer the maximum HRA. For TA, we'll use the highest rates for higher TPTA cities corresponding to each employee grade. The National Pension Scheme (NPS) deduction will be set at 10% of the basic salary, while CGHS charges will remain at their current levels. To provide a comprehensive overview, we'll examine 5 different basic pay ranges, each associated with a specific grade pay: 2000, 2800, 4600, 5400, and 6600. These calculations will be adjusted using the 2 fitment factors mentioned earlier. Starting with grade pay 2000, which has a basic pay of 28,400 rupees. At a fitment factor of 1.92. Revised basic pay, 54,528 rupees. HRA, 13,086.72 rupees. TA, 3,600 rupees. Gross salary, 71,214.72 rupees. NPS deduction, 5,452.80 rupees. CGHS charges, 250 rupees. Net salary, 65,511.92 rupees. When applying a fitment factor of 2.57. Revised basic pay, 72,988 rupees. HRA, 17,517.12 rupees. TA, 3,600 rupees. Gross salary, 94,105.12 rupees. NPS deduction, 7,298.80 rupees. CGHS charges, 250 rupees. Net salary, 86,556.32 rupees. Moving on to grade pay 2800, with a basic pay of 38,100 rupees. With a fitment factor of 1.92. Revised basic pay, 73,152 rupees. HRA, 17,556.48 rupees. TA, 3,600 rupees. Gross salary, 94,308.48 rupees. NPS deduction, 7,315.20 rupees. CGHS charges, 250 rupees. Net salary, 86,743.28 rupees. Applying a fitment factor of 2.57. Revised basic pay, 97,917 rupees. HRA, 23,500.08 rupees. TA, 3,600 rupees. Gross salary, RS1, 25,017.08. NPS deduction, 9,791.70 rupees. CGHS charges, 250 rupees. Net salary, RS1 14,975.38. For employees with grade pay 4600, having a basic pay of 58,600 rupees. Using a fitment factor of 1.92. Revised basic pay, RS1 12,512. HRA, 27,002.88 rupees. TA, 3,600 rupees. Gross salary, RS1 114.88. NPS deduction, 11,251.20 rupees. CGHS charges, 650 rupees. Net salary, RS1 31,213.68. With a fitment factor of 2.57. Revised basic pay, RS1 50,602. HRA, 36,144.48 rupees. TA, 3,600 rupees. Gross salary, RS1 90,346.48. NPS deduction, 15,060.20 rupees. CGHS charges, 650 rupees. Net salary, RS1 74,636.28. Employees with grade pay 5400, earning a basic pay of 80,200 rupees. At a fitment factor of 1.92. Revised basic pay, RS1 53,984. HRA, 36,956.16 rupees. TA, 7,200 rupees. Gross salary, RS1 98,140.16. NPS deduction, 15,398.40 rupees. CGHS charges, 650 rupees. Net salary, RS1 82,091.76. When applying a fitment factor of 2.57. Revised basic pay, RS2 06,114. HRA, 49,467.36 rupees. TA, 7,200 rupees. Gross salary, Rs2, 62, 781.36. NPS deduction, 20,611.40 rupees. CGHS charges, 650 rupees. Net salary, Rs2 41, 519.96. Lastly, for those with grade pay 6600, receiving a basic pay of 96,600 rupees. Using a fitment factor of 1.92. Revised basic pay, Rs1 and 85,472. HRA, 44,513.28 rupees. TA, 7,200 rupees. Gross salary, Rs2, 37,185.28. NPS deduction, 18,547.20 rupees. CGHS charges, 650 rupees. Net salary, Rs2, 17,988.08. Applying a fitment factor of 2.57. Revised basic pay, Rs2, 48,262. HRA, 59,582.88 rupees. TA, 7,200 rupees. Gross salary, Rs3, 15,044.88. NPS deduction, 24,826.20 rupees. CGHS charges, 650 rupees. Net salary, Rs2, 89,568.68. These calculations demonstrate the substantial impact of the 8th Pay Commission's revisions. But here's where it gets controversial: how fair are these adjustments for employees across various grades and locations? And this is the part most people miss: the long-term implications on savings and retirement benefits due to changes in NPS contributions. What do you think about these proposed revisions? Share your thoughts in the comments. 8th Central Pay Commission Update: What to expect from the Finance Ministry. 8th Central Pay Commission Update: Finance Ministry set to break silence in Parliament. Staff news. Breaking: the long wait may soon be over. Finance Ministry to address 8th CPC questions in Lok Sabha on July 21, 2025. The highly anticipated details of the 8th Central Pay Commission (CPC) are expected to finally emerge as the Finance Ministry prepares to respond to formal inquiries in the Lok Sabha on July 21, 2025. This crucial development comes after prominent parliamentarians Shri T.R. Balu and Shri Anand Badoria submitted questions demanding clarity on the Commission's status following its initial announcement in January 2025. The parliamentary session promises to shed light on a matter affecting millions of government employees who have been left wondering about their future financial prospects for months. Critical questions demanding answers. The Finance Ministry faces a comprehensive set of inquiries that will force officials to address both the current status and future timeline of the 8th CPC. A. Has the government formally issued the official notification for the 8th Pay Commission in the 6 months since its public announcement? B. If the notification has been issued, what are its specific contents and parameters? If not, what factors have contributed to this extended delay? C. When can central employees expect the appointment of the Commission's chairperson and members? What specific terms of reference, TOR, will guide their work? D. What is the projected timeframe for implementing the revised compensation structure that will directly impact the financial well-being of government employees and pensioners? Historical context and rising expectations. The previous 7th Central Pay Commission recommendations took effect from January 1, 2016. Establishing a pattern that typically follows a 10-year cycle. Following this established precedent, the 8th CPC was logically expected to be formed during 2024 to 25, with implementation potentially occurring by 2026. But here's where it gets controversial: the government's apparent reluctance to formalize the commission has generated significant anxiety among central government workers and retirees, particularly as inflation continues to erode purchasing power and calls for meaningful salary adjustments grow louder. This delay has transformed a routine administrative process into a politically sensitive issue, prompting parliamentary intervention. Anticipated revelations in the ministry's response. While the official statement remains forthcoming, insider sources suggest several possibilities. Administrative complexities and procedural requirements may have contributed to the delayed notification process for the 8th CPC. The announcement of the Commission's leadership team, including chairperson and members, could be imminent, potentially before the end of 2025. The Commission's mandate will likely encompass critical areas such as minimum wage adjustments, allowance restructuring, and pension reform measures. Following historical patterns, the new pay structure might become effective from January 2026, after the Commission completes its comprehensive review and submits recommendations. The parliamentary proceedings on July 21 represent a pivotal moment that will provide authoritative information on the 8th Pay Commission's roadmap and timeline. Millions of central government employees and pensioners nationwide will be closely monitoring the Finance Ministry's statements for indications about their future financial security and compensation adjustments. Stay connected for comprehensive coverage following the Minister's official response on Monday. Official parliamentary question details. Constitution of 8th Central Pay Commission. 150, Shri T.R. Balu. Shri Anand Badoria. Will the Minister of Finance be pleased to state whether the setting up of the 8th Pay Commission for central government employees has been notified, which was announced in January 2025. B. If so, the details thereof, and if not, the reasons for not setting up it after lapse of 6 months. C. The time by which the chairperson and members of the 8th CPC would be appointed along with the terms of reference of the Commission, and D. The time by which the revised pay scales will be implemented for the employees and pensioners. View/download the question list, https://www.staffnews.in/wp-content/upload/2025/07-list-q-list-21-07-2025.pdf. What do you think? Is the government deliberately stalling the 8th CPC formation, or are there legitimate administrative reasons for the delay? Share your thoughts in the comments below.